Many years ago, in the busy city of Crescent City, there lived a woman called Grace Adeyemi, who had a sharp sense of fashion. She was one of those mothers who always looked too neat to be tired, yet she was tired all the time. Every morning, before the first call to prayer even echoed through the neighborhood, she would already be dressed in her pencil skirt, white shirt, and that famous red lipstick that made her colleagues call her Madam Fire and File, because she could scold you and smile at the same time. Grace worked at a bank, and although people thought she was doing well, the truth was that she was working too hard for too long, trying to be everything at once: mother, father, provider, and friend, but mostly provider. Her husband had died when their daughter, Chioma, was still crawling. And from that day, Grace made up her mind that Chioma would never lack anything in life, even if she had to sell her own blood to buy it. Chioma was a beautiful little girl with big eyes that looked like they were always planning trouble. She loved to cry loudly, such that the neighbors would come to knock on the door and ask, "Madam Grace, what did you do to this child again?" As a result, every time Grace wanted peace, she would rush to the nearby shop to buy her something: biscuits, dolls, clothes, shoes, anything to make the noise stop. Unfortunately, Chioma learnt a secret power, which was that her tears could open a shop of gifts. It started innocently. One evening, Grace returned from work exhausted and sweaty, only to hear Chioma screaming because the neighbor's daughter had a bigger teddy bear. Grace sighed, dropped her handbag, and instead of hugging the child or trying to teach her contentment, she said, "Stop crying, Chioma. Mommy will buy you 2 big teddy bears tomorrow. You hear?" And just like that, silence returned. The next morning, true to her word, Grace appeared with 2 giant teddy bears that looked like they had eaten the previous ones. The neighbors clapped for her and said, "Madam Grace, you are really trying for this your child." And she smiled proudly, unaware that she was slowly digging a small emotional hole with every toy she bought. As the months rolled by, it became a pattern. Whenever Chioma cried, she received a gift. When she refused to eat, she got ice cream. When she refused to sleep, she got a new cartoon DVD. And when she threw tantrums in the market, Grace would quickly tell the shop owner, "Please, just give her that pink shoe, please, before people start staring." People said Chioma was spoilt, but Grace called it love. When Chioma entered primary school, the story became even more troubling.